Today we're going to take the data that we're going to take the feature files that we made in Solo Forest and collect some field data with them, export that field data to a flash drive, put it on ArcGIS, and bring it up on our ArcGIS map. So we'll open up a new UDF project in Solo Forest, and we'll call it April 12th. Now, I'm using Solo Office, which is slightly different in appearance, but all the things are the same. I'll try to explain the differences as we go. The first thing we're going to do is add our base map onto Solo Forest. So we'll go to View. We have to change the stylus use. We'll go to View, Map Layers, and we'll add a new layer. Now on Solo Forest, the icons to add a new layer are to the right of this window. On Solo Office, they're at the top. So we'll click Add New Layer, and our map is called House. Click Open. We'll double-click House, and we have to change meters to feet, US. Click OK. Close this, and now we have our base map. Now we're ready to collect the data. So what we would do is we would walk to this tree, and we'll take a static point here using the flag icon. Select tree, and OK. You see we have the all recent and in progress. Since this is a new project, we'll have to go to all, select tree, and OK. Now, on Solo Forest, you have two tabs here. One is GPS status, the other is attributes. So you'll select the attributes tab, and it'll bring this up. Point name is tree. Species will be dogwood, and product is pulpwood. You'll see that in the pick list, pulpwood is already selected because it's the first one in the list. We'll select log, and then we'll walk over here to this white oak, take another point. Again, we would hit the attributes tab. Out of our two choices here, this one is a white oak. So we'll enter white oak for species. And this is a saw timber tree. So we'll select saw timber from the pick list. Log now. We'll go back here to the back of the property where this pine tree is, and take another point there. This one will be pine, so we type in pine. Select chip and saw from the product pick list, and log now. Now at this point, what we do, we go back to the office after we collect our data, and you're going to insert your flash drive into the handheld that you're using. So another slight difference between Solo Forest and Solo Office is on Solo Forest, to export, you go to File and select More, which is right in here. Solo Office, you go to a different place, but it still brings up this window with the options. It brings up the file export window. First thing we do is go to Options and Projections and make sure that we're using the right projection system. So we've got coordinate system is state plane 1983, datum NAD 1983, and zone is North Carolina. We'll click OK, OK again, and now we have to change our export directory. So the export directory on the handhelds is usually drive D, or it could possibly be drive E. Here it's drive E. We'll click OK. output directory is E. We've already checked our projections, so we'll go right to export. Now, we will go to the office computer, take the flash drive out, go to the office computer, the desktop, laptop, whatever you're using, and open up ArcMap. We're going to select a new map. Give this a second to process. And now we need to make a new geodatabase. So we'll go click on forestry. We'll right click on forestry 215, select file geodatabase, and we'll call this April 12th. Eventually. All right, so we'll rename it April 12th. And it wouldn't let me do it because it already had one named April 12th. So we'll just call it, we'll just leave the name the same. New feature class, and we'll call this tree. This is a point feature. Select next. And the point of all this is really just to make sure that we've got North Carolina State Plain projection system selected. So we go to next, next again, and finish. Now we're going to add our base map. So we'll add the imagery. So we've zoomed into the area where the house is, where we took the data, and now we're going to add the data. So we'll go to close out of Solo Forest, open up a window, and go to the USB drive and select the 4 shape files called April 12th tree. Right click on this, click copy. We'll go to Forestry 215, find some white space, right click paste, and the file's copied. Now we'll go back to Solo Forest and add our data. So we go to the plywood sheet, plus sign, add data, and our feature file was called April 12th tree shape. Click add, and you can see the 3 points, the dogwood tree, the white oak, and the pine tree.